This would be the dirt or the ground around your home or your city if we haven't had any rain for a while. So if we've talked about this one being drought, what would that one be? Ice. Normally what happens is we get snow up in the north and the snow melts slowly and it ends up in our reservoirs. It's the same setup. So this is another frozen sponge with water, with ice, and we'll show you what happened in the other situation. Okay, so first one I'm going to show you is what happens when it rains on dry land. It soaks it up. And if it rains really heavy, even if it's on dry land, you'll get a little bit of flooding. So we're calling that flooding where the water's coming out of that sponge. This is Montana in 2011. What's the water doing?
It just goes right off.
What else is it doing?
Thawing. Dissolving.
Yeah. So when we had that big heavy rain in Montana, it melted all of the snow. It went straight to the lakes, the reservoirs behind the dams. It started melting what was happening in the ground, and all of that happened really fast. Normally what happens is what you see here, where it still hasn't really melted too much, and it happens really slowly, and it works its way into the reservoirs, and we have plenty of time to let the water out. This is wet ground. So what do you think that's going to do? Exactly, exactly. If you don't let water out of your dam, what doesn't happen?
You don't create power.
Exactly. You don't create power, and you don't have water on your river for navigation. And you can hold water in your dam and you can let water out of your dam, but you have to keep it at a certain level or you can't reach the boat ramp to put your boat in the water. If it gets too high, your playground gets flooded or your campsite gets flooded. So those are things that you have to think about when you decide to let water in and out of your dams. How many of you put houses right up on your river, like right next to the river? Oh, you guys are great planners. How many of you have played sports along the creek here? Great. Do you know why there are playgrounds along the creek? Which would be worse, if a house were flooded or a playground were flooded?
House.
House would be worse. You're right. Playground would be better because you're not necessarily on the playground. In these cases, they're sports fields, so there's nothing on the sports field. So if the sports field gets flooded and then the flood water goes back down, except for it being kind of squishy, you can go back on the sports field the next day. And so that's why you have a lot of parks and playgrounds that are located on your rivers. Now, if you had a house that was right on your river, what would be something you might do to try to protect your house?
You might raise it.
You might raise it. What if you didn't want to necessarily raise your house? What might be something else you could do?
Get flood insurance.
You hit the nail on the head there, flood insurance. So, very good, very good. Okay, so we're going to move to the computers.
That pipe gets low. When it gets yellow, you have to turn it up. And then when that moves to get yellow, then you have to turn it down.
But it's very interesting because like you can see things moving, and through the weather changes, it like gets green sometimes. Like I started out, these were yellow, and then they got green because a new rain came through.
No rain, 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 no rain.
Oh no, I'm bone dry and I get no rain. Oh, that's because my game is over.
Snow's not that bad as long as I know. One time I got 3 snows, then 3 rains, and I got like all reds. It was annoying. I'm gonna continue because
Oh no, it's red. Oh no, I'm getting rain. Oh, I think this is bad. Oh, I'm getting snow though. Oh no, park, please don't.
rain and
It's
snow
not gonna
both,
flood
like,
the park.
make
You need
sleet
more
and
water.
everything dies.
Oh no. You gotta bring more water.
water.
Oh, you gotta release more then. No, you need to
It's a
game
good
over.
game like that.
Game
Kill the
over.
city with yourself.
80%.
This game is so hard, though. It's so fun.